And I didn't even have my microphone on yet. Holy mackerel, I made that a little too short. I thought it was going to go through at least two of those rhythmic things, whatever you call them. I'm not a musician. Anyway, welcome and wonderful to see everyone on board today. What a lovely day! And we definitely see our beautiful lava coming down. Unfortunately, we don't have new footage other than what is on here and today's events, of course. But as far as anything close up, unfortunately, nothing yet. I was hoping for more close-up shots, and it'll come. Anyway, all good, you guys. Glad to have you all on board. Welcome to my moderators. Have not yet seen Arizona Snowman, but I'm sure he'll be along soon. Piggy is also in the house, and I think C&D Boy was hiding here somewhere, as well as Joseph Fields, but for right now the only one I see is Piggy, of course, and thank you for being here, Piggy. You're an awesome, wonderful person, and by the way, thank you again for the bacon seeds. Beautiful. Hey, here, he says. All right, Arizona Snowman accounted for. Welcome and watching, no problem. Happy Thursday, Dr. Fox, and all you happy lava lovers. There you go, Cynthia. That's exactly the way it is. So wonderful to get at the stream here today, and beautiful views of Etna, of course, and I can get rid of that big banner at the top if I can find it. I got so much extra stuff in here now. All kinds of music files and fish and all kinds of stuff. They moved that a little bit. We'll make that one just a tad smaller. I wonder if we slide them down on the other side, if that might work. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that'll work. What do you think, you guys? Would that work? I'll leave it over there for right now. I think that works. And hey, one fish, what were you doing on my screen swimming around there? We seen you, you know, and everybody's gone fishing for you now. Looks good, thanks, Lucas, and that's what I was looking for. Okay, I'll leave it there for now, and we'll see how that works out for us. All right, okay, we gotta say hi to everyone here as we get into things. So first off, gonna say hi to, and of course we're gonna get messed up with Suzette, which we'll just say Susie, okay, and Sue. So we've got Sue Hayes and Suzette, who is Susie. All right, so we got those out of the way. Hermione also in the channel. Paul Williams is here. Amelia made it back in from New Zealand. Welcome. Sarah Miles is in the house. Kevin Haynes, One Fish 26, of course. Sandra Rockland, Tracy Bills, Metal Omi 54. Welcome back. And going up some more, Lucas Snow. Speaking of Lucas Snow, you'll never guess who got the cookies today. Of course he did. He's here. So apparently he's running on crumbs, so we had to fix that up for him. And okay, now I lost my spot. All right, we got Lucas Snow. We missed Tony Flabby. Got you in there now. Sandra Rockland, Sandra B. Lots of Sandras in here as well. We got Tracy Bills. We got Omamia. Metal Omi 54, and going up some more. We got One Fish. All right, going up from there to see who else I might have missed. And I'm sure people like Hermione and Sarah B. Yeah, we got Sarah B. Henry Nelson is here. Welcome back. And going up some more to trying to find other names that I missed. Paul Williams is here. Good to see you. And let's see, Trev T back in the house as well. Welcome back on board. And going up a little bit more to see who else snuck in. George Couteau, welcome back. And glad to have you on board. Cynthia is in the house, so welcome. DJ Puff the Third also here. And going up a little more, Tom Turtle Son, welcome back. And let's see, who else we got? We got Sandra Rocklin already. Tetra is in the house. Welcome, Tetra. Glad to have you on board. Sasha also made it back. Tom Dice also here. Welcome, you guys. Going up a little more, Pamela Moncura, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. And going up a little bit more to see who else. We got Juliet already, I think, a couple of times. Going up some more here, trying to spot other names like Garabandal. Welcome back. And going up a little more. Boy, this is a long list today here. Lots of going up and a lot of chatting. And again, all great. We want exactly that, because that means everybody is talking and enjoying life and stuff like that. 99 Nations videos, welcome back. Good to have you back on board. And I think we're good for right now. As far as names, if I did miss your name, I'm not trying to be rude or do it intentionally. It just happens I didn't see it, like Grandma B and Mona Alfano and Colin Deadman. You know, people like that. I'm not trying to be rude and ignore them. Carolyn, there's another one that just snuck in there. And just want to make sure I say hi to all of you. And at least trying to. I think we got most of you now. If I did miss somebody, you can yell at me loudly. And that is all good. So we're good. We're fine for now. And we got weather is looking miserable. Need to check animals and make soup in case the power goes out. Okay, all right, Amelia. Hope your power stays on and everything is good there. And we did see that yesterday on the weather map, that storm that was headed towards New Zealand. So I can understand it, and that is all okay. Anyway, news from St. George Island. Don't know. I haven't seen anything. 3 quakes. That's all they had today. Unless you got something else, George, that is all I've got, is that they had 3 quakes. And other than that, it was a pretty normal day. And they were not large quakes either. So, you know, kind of following the status quo of what it's been doing before. And really not anything major. Let's go over Etna first, though, because that is our showpiece here today. You can see that it is got quite a Strombolian style eruption happening and continuing. And, you know, like earlier in the day, it was a little bit slow, and I thought to myself, well, this isn't any fun. Come on, do something. And then the clouds moved in. And I thought, great, now we can't see nothing. And the clouds cleared enough so we have a view. And that was very nice of Mother Nature to do that. And they were able to zoom in a little bit more, and we get to see this. So that is pretty awesome, and we love it. I did have that other new video loaded. I think it's here somewhere. I will play that real quick so you can see what the afternoon into evening looked like. And there we go. I don't know if the music will play. Yeah, it will. I'll try to narrate while that's going on. This one I tried to put a proper music on it, and it was still pretty tough trying to get it in there. That other video just didn't love me from yesterday. I did post it, by the way. This one is also posted, so if you want, you can definitely have a look at it. But as you see here, Etna was continuing to produce fairly decent string of eruptive material, and it's noticeable as it gets into the evening here a little bit more. The lights dim, we can start seeing that lava. Now that lava was there beforehand, just so you guys know. It's just during the day you just do not see it because of how bright everything else is around you, and that is what it is. Okay, I can hear you over the music. Okay, cool. Glad that you can hear me. And that was where it picked up here. Quite a bit of output later on in the evening as the sun was going down. It kind of peaked up a little bit, and I thought that was fairly interesting to see. And I don't know if it was doing that same rate before, or whether it started doing that afterwards, after the sun went down. But that's kind of, because we can't see it. That's part of the problem. And let's turn that off. Hang on, that didn't turn that off. I turned the wrong thing off. I need to be up here. Turn that guy off. There we go. All right, we're back to our live feed. Anyway, that was kind of the run of the day, so it kind of tells you what we were doing. Can't hear over what? Can't? Dr. Fox can't hear over the music. I can't hear over the music. No, I can't. It's too loud. I should have put headphones on. Anyway, hope that's all right. Like I said, though, with the way it was erupting, it was doing all right. It seemed like it progressed a little bit more in the later evening portion, but really, it's a matter of light and being able to see it better at night when we have a lot less external light happening. And that lava, as I mentioned, even during the day, it's there, it's flowing. It's just you don't see it glowing like you do right now. Literally on the screen, it looks like neon, so it's pretty awesome. Anyway, that is kind of what we're looking at for today at Etna. So it continues, and we really do like that. And hopefully, what? You guys can't hear? There's no music playing right now. How come? Move forward a few seconds. Yeah, somebody's got to straighten something out there. I'm not that far. Sue Hayes, I think you are behind on the stream. Music is already off. Yes, absolutely. I was wondering what was going on there. Etna looks to be building a highway. Yes, it's the lava highway. And that is pretty good. So, all right. Anyway, yeah. I hope Sue caught it. Sue, hit the live button. Hopefully that'll move you forward a little bit or something, and that'll be good. All right. Please show Dr. Fox the love. Bop the thumbs up. You bet. Thanks, Piggy. And back to lurking. I gotta cook. All right, Omi. Enjoy your cooking. Dr. Fox, I taste the lava while I was swimming around. It's spicy. It's because it's Sicilian. They got the spice. It's almost like Italian. It's a da mamma da mia. You know, a little bit of spice in there. Oh, all right. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, let's see where else we can sneak off to here. I want to go to Iceland, and we'll see what's going on, and we will get back to Etna in a while. And unfortunately, Iceland has produced a little bit of a problem for us. We no longer have the really, really good camera views that we had before, unfortunately. Why is this capture not right? Ha! Something went wacko. Let me try this again here. And we'll see if we can align this up properly or close to it and get it to be on screen fully. There we go. That's what the valley looks like. And we'll see if we can turn that other one off wherever it went. I've got too many of these things open. That's why. Okay, so unfortunately, the other pictures of Ragnar have not been updating. I don't know if they've taken the cameras down. Those were our last shots off of those cameras, and of course that is Ragnar up there in almost a silhouette state. And I'm not sure what they've done with the cameras, but I've been looking for the other cameras, and of course this is the one of Nothaggy Valley. And we can't really see Ragnar. It should be over there, and it's too fuzzy and no good. And then the other ones gave me that not found, and I thought, okay, not good. And this area, I'm trying to figure out if that's the same as this shot, and I think it is, but I don't read very well in the Icelandic. Kristevik something. Kristevik Kurvegur, if that's what it says down on the bottom there. Anyway, I'm not sure if that's over by the lake or if that's actually over with the Blue Lagoon just on the other side of the hill there, and Reykjavik on the backside. But I think this, I should punch in the latitude and longitude. That'd probably help me out. I'll think of that later on. Anyway, these photos were not updating for me from the 19th, so it's kind of really frustrating to see that, unfortunately. But we do have our rumble chart. That is still definitely working, and we're going to refresh that one real quick to have another look and see what it looks like. So from the start of the day, which would have had one earthquake right at the line there, and going through, we see lots of little ones and then a few larger spikes, and that should indicate that we do have some earthquakes in the area. And it may not be right in Geldingadalur. They may be bigger ones a little bit further away, but that is what we're seeing. So and now getting back into Geldingadalur, again, there's a big uncertainty about where an eruption will take place. We've seen stuff before. I'm moving this down to the Grindavik one, and we'll see if what it looks like today. There it is, Grindavik. All right, so you can see a lot more spikes there, but anyway, probably about the same amount as what we had in the other chart, with a few a little bit stronger, so they were closer to this area rather than over at Fragardalfjall, and that's kind of what we're seeing there. If we pop over to the earthquake maps, and we're looking at this guy, that should be updated, and all we see right now, of course, is the star down here on the bottom, and a couple of little spots out in the water. I don't see anything further up here other than a little bit of a green spot right there, We'll check that guy out first. It's a 1.6, and oh, he's got a friend, a 1.4 right beside him, and that happened at 3:53 a.m., 8.5 kilometers down. This other guy here, 1.4, at 3:55 a.m., 6.2 kilometers down. So a lot less up in the north as far as seismic activity. We don't see too much else there. If we zoom into Ascha area, that is this volcano right here, we're not seeing anything light up at all, and usually we see it over here as well, and we don't have anything happening according to this map. Same thing goes for Bardabunga and Grimsvötn, and we're not seeing anything down. Oh, there is one down here. I never seen that guy before. And that's probably in the ice. 1.4 kilometers down, 1.1 magnitude at 4:05 a.m. So definitely something there. And that probably is ice movement. Looking down at Katla, we don't see anything at Katla. We don't see anything at Hekla right here. And we don't really see anything up further north there. The stuff we've had up here in this area all seems to have subsided, and that is all good. So we're basically left with the Reykjanes Peninsula, and let's zoom in a little bit and take a look. First off, that's the capital city, Reykjavik, and when we zoom in over here a little bit, you can see the Keflavik Airport, Keflavik, Reykjanesbær, and Njarðvík, and then down here is where Grindavik is, and if we zoom in a little bit more past all this stuff, that's the Blue Lagoon, and that's the power plant. And this is a fairly large kind of old volcano sitting here in between. This thing may not be the guy that's gonna pop, but you never know. We're gonna see what happens. We do see the newer stuff over here on this side, and that is, of course, what we're wondering about. This one, 3.0, 5:38 a.m., 5.6 kilometers down, and he's of course got a whole bunch of friends here. 9:45 a.m., 4.5 kilometers down, and the depth is important here, guys. 2.1 in magnitude. This guy here, 5 kilometers down, 2 in magnitude, and that was from yesterday at 18:05. Sliding down to this 1.8 down here at 5:42 a.m., 4.7 kilometers down. 1.8, of course, this 1.3 yesterday at 17:33, 5.5 kilometers down. This 1.7 from today, again 5:52 a.m. So all in that same time zone, 5.4 kilometers down, and 1.7 in magnitude for that guy. We'll look at this next one here, and again 5 kilometers down, 2:28 a.m. For that 1.0, and more right here on the highway, or right beside it. That scares me. Something's going to open up there, and all of a sudden we won't have anyone. Okay, if a fissure erupts close to the power plant, that will spell disaster. You bet, it sure will. 4.45, sorry, hang on, what am I reading here? 4:46 a.m. I'm looking at a different map here all of a sudden. 1.2 in magnitude, 5.8 kilometers down. A little bit deeper, and that again is what we got to pay attention to. This one 5.2, 1.1 in magnitude, 3:54. So what we're seeing is a little bit shallower here, but deeper over here. I'm not sure what's going to go on as far as an eruption is concerned. That is still too far down to be able to say that this is where it's going to erupt. If it was sitting at 2 kilometers, I'd be really concerned. Okay, but that's still 5, 6, between 4 and 5, and maybe 6 kilometers down in some areas. That's a long ways down. This one 5.9 clicks down, 1.2 from 4:46 a.m. again sitting on the highway. So we've got a few of those on there. And we don't see any down here in Grindavik itself, according to this map right now. There was a couple out here though. They're 1.9, and again, hoping that'll happen out here. This is okay. Now this is a little different. 1.4 is the depth. 1.9 kilometers, and 16:28 was the time on that guy. So that's where I'm suspecting we're going to end up getting some lava over here. I wish that was over here a little bit more though. That would really be nice. But you know, if it does happen there, it would not be a surprise. That definitely can happen. A matter of fact, it could happen here as well, very, very close to the mountain. Because that apparently is a soft spot. Don't know if that is going to happen, but out here would be better than over here, and that is 100% for sure. And again, as you may notice here, you can see the flow lines of where the lava was flowing, and if it does erupt over here and flow in this direction, they've got a lot of earthwork to do to trying to guide that lava into the ocean without hitting too many houses. They may have to sacrifice a few, but you know, there's going to have to be something done, unfortunately, and some of this stuff is going to be in the way if the flow comes. There's nothing you can do to change it. You can see this flow pattern here basically went along in here and out, ended up, you can see the end of it right there, really, and that is a little scary. And then of course further out, apparently this happened about 14,000 years ago, this little peninsula, and I think that is the last flow that it had on there, but that's a long time. Okay, great okay. Something, getting some kind of offer here from Shaw Cable. I'll have to look at that. Maybe they'll reduce the price. That would be nice. Like that will happen, right? Have you ever seen a service price go down on something? Majority of them stay up there. Anyway, we do see these other quakes out here offshore. I didn't notice them before. This one from 12:24, 1.6, 7.2 kilometers down, and trying to slide the other plate. There we go. There's another 1.6, and this one from 1:15 a.m., 7.8 kilometers down. And let's see, what do we got? Okay, I gotta see. 7:37 a.m. For that 1.7, 5.8 kilometers down. Yeah, I just had to read something else here for a second. It's funny things. Anyway, depth on this one, 40.7 kilometers, and that was from yesterday. That is a long way down. I'm not sure why it's crumbling that far out, but that is. So, in general, the upheaval area is in here, where this 1.9 is. So this is where they're getting the uplift in that general area. The whole area here has uplifted a little bit, but a majority of it is in kind of in a tight circle here as where that uplift has happened. This one is in an appropriate place for where that uplift is, if that is the spot that it is going to erupt, it's probably better there than over here. But definitely still not a good spot. If it was over in between the vents that are along here and this line, there's kind of a coulee in there, and that would actually be a lot more awesome of a spot. I'm just going to zoom in here so you can actually see that a little bit. So there's that line of vents right there. And if we zoom back out a little bit, and here you can see the other volcanoes. So you've got a coulee in between there. And that could fill up with lava. It could hold a lot of volume, and that lava could then pour out to the southern side here and pour into the make new land. And that'll work. But if it was over here, we'd really have a problem with how they would control the flow to keep it away from Grindavik itself, and it's going to be difficult. Earthen dams work to a degree to shape and move and keep lava, in a certain place, or keep it from coming in a certain direction. But they have to be ready, and they have to be fast doing that if that is the case. The other thing I wanted to throw in, there is, they actually held a town meeting in Grindavik. I don't know the results or what all went on there, but it was a formal meeting where they've planned out the evacuations in case they need to evacuate, which I think is very smart on their behalf. So that meeting may still be going on right now. I don't know. I hope they figured it out. I see a couple more people popped in. Welcome Diane Craig and Lisa P. Frampton. Good to have you on board. And I got your email there, Lisa, with the bunnies and the other feline. We'll see if we can make sure we show those today for you. All right, La Palma was far more destructive, and DJ, you're absolutely right. La Palma was, but so far, if this flow basically, and again, I don't want to be a nasty guy, but if we have something pop open here and it flows in this direction, we know where it's going to go. It's going to find its lowest point, and it's going to end up coming down in here and possibly right into town. If they build earthen dams along here to guide it, somebody's still going to lose some property here, and there's going to have to be some sacrifices if that is the scenario, and they really don't want to lose anything. If it happens over here on the other side, it's going to be very, very tough, but they could turn around and build some kind of a berm down here to try to guide it a little bit further down into the ocean, rather than fighting with it. They may need a smaller one up here as well to stop any flow from coming in this direction, depending on where it goes, and this is all hypothetical, right? And yes, thanks for the 2-minute warning, and that is all cool. So it's going to be difficult to see or forecast what we're going to happen, what's going to happen. I mean, what can really truly happen. There's other scenarios that we have to look at. Okay, this may completely stop. It may simmer down. Last time we had a magma intrusion, what happened to it? Okay, we waited for an eruption and we got nothing, and it just died out. Now, this being a smaller volume of lava or magma underneath there, is it going to do the same thing? This is something we don't know yet. So is an eruption imminent? Well, depending on what you define as imminent. Okay, I'm sure within the next 200 years we will have one. But I don't want to be a guy saying that. But, is it possible that this is just a prelude for another 3 or 4 months of waiting for it to pop out somewhere else? So that is another possibility. And again, if we did have magma pushing up a little bit, if again it's a pressure game, if there's not enough pressure, it could hit that basically the cooler rock and stuff like that, and end up solidifying and creating its own cocoon down there in the chamber. And lava is a heck of a good insulator, and it'll keep itself in there. So pressure and gas is what we need. So if everything in Iceland had lots of gas, then we're popping out, and that is what we're going to be looking for. Iceland was pretty quick to build the berm near Ragnar. Yes, actually, Henry, they were, and they did have things planned out beforehand, and of course that was where they were trying to make sure that it didn't get over into a not creaky area and end up flowing towards that Blue Lagoon, because they weren't sure of how much it was going to put out. Anyway, I do see it is break time. I'm going to throw this back over. Oh, hang on. Now that thing is playing. What the heck is going on here? Where'd that go? Boogie woogie, nothing. I'm going to stop that. Oh, play once. All right, I'm going to get rid of that. Garabandle's going to run away. Oh, let's put this other one back on. All right. Of course, what I'm leaving you with here is Mount Etna in Sicily, and that is what you're watching. For all those good people here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please give it a shot. This, of course, YouTube analytics is what really drives how many viewers you get on stuff like this. So the more likes we get, the more it's noticed by YouTube's analytics, and the better off we are. So hit that like button, you guys. Do us a favor, and it's also the cheapest and easiest way to help out and support the channel. Also, for those who have not yet subscribed, please, if you feel that the content is good and we've earned that subscription, by all means hit that button, turn it from red to gray, and don't forget to hit the bell notification while you're there. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in rainy Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and this is VolcanoX, a live stream. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have the microphone on and the music off. There we go. And I didn't bother with the intro music. I'd save the trouble and just get back at it. Thank you, everyone, and welcome back to all of you. You're watching VolcanoX live stream, and I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The music sounds like subliminal tapes from the 1980s. Yep, YouTube approved subliminal tapes. Welcome, Gavin. Glad to have you on board. And yeah, that is in their approved music stuff. So it's all cool, and we're allowed to use it. Pretty awesome. Welcome back, Dr. Fox. You should have sang that song. Oh God, I can't sing. I don't know, Tony. You heard me before when I sang "Happy Birthday," and I can tell you, I am not soprano or tenor or anything like this, or whatever those other things are. No, soprano's really high pitched. Tenor, I don't know. Bass, baritone, maybe a baritone, something like that. Anyway, we'll leave the singing part alone. I'll leave that up to you, Tony. You can sing all you need to. And, anyway, let us carry on. We kind of looked at what was happening in Iceland, and we talked about the uplift there. And we're kind of going to leave the rest of that alone. I still don't know what's happening. I will dig into a little bit more for tomorrow. We'll find out what the news is, whether they've got evacuation stuff planned out properly and things like that. I'm sure that's going to be an ongoing process to have something in place. But at least they do have basically, depending on where the volcano happens, they'd have multiple exits from Grindavik, which is really, really nice, including, worst case scenario, out to sea if they have to. They've got three basic roads that they can go three different directions or out to sea. So, synthesizer, no emoji. Darn it. Susie, I don't know. We need that would be pretty cool if we could have emojis with sound. Wouldn't that be neat? That it would play in the sentence as you had it. So, if you want and then you have a chicken starts barking at you, clucking. Nah, never mind. All right, looking for too much. 3D chickens. All right, let's go elsewhere. Let's have a look and see what's happening in Japan. Sakurajima, a lot more smoke coming from it today. And I kind of kept an eye on it. I didn't see any glow. I was looking for a glow earlier during the night or even in the morning. We didn't see very much at all. And the off-gassing wasn't a heck of a lot. Hoping that it was going to do a little bit more, but it just didn't. And right into daytime present, that's what we're seeing. And it is 8:41 there in Japan. So it is off-gassing, but we're not seeing any type of an eruption. And there we go, long-range shot looking at the mountain from a little bit further away. No ice cream boat in. That might be it there. It's coming. It's not here yet. We're too early. We'll have to wait. You can go to the dock now and wait for it, though, if you want. I'm sure it's only about 20 minutes or so away before it gets there. Anyway, continuing on, so Sakurajima doing its thing and keeping quiet. We do see, look at all these flies. Somebody's got to put up a web here and catch these. All right, lots of flies. Mount Fuji with flies. Okay, ASO. And there is ASO sand. ASO is the way it's spelt. It is still, I got a little bit of steam coming off of it, but not very much. And they do have it in a green status now, so it's quiet, and we're not going to see much happening there. Moving on to Suwanosi Jima, and yes, it's a horrible, horrible picture. Not much we can do about it. But that is the camera that they've got. We can't see too much when we go a little bit further back in time. It all looks the same. You can see the top of the cone kind of thing, but you can't see what's coming out of there, unfortunately. And unless it's spitting fire, we're not going to see it. I'm going back. This is about 10 hours back now. And I think the smoke was blowing towards the camera at this point. So still can't see much, but at least we know it hasn't blown itself away. It has not done a hunga tunga hunga pie type disappearance. So it is pretty cool. Hey, B-Bat is here. Welcome, William. I'm glad to have you on board. And I already got Lisa there. Kevin Haynes also here. So don't know if I said hi to you earlier. And I think I got most of you guys. Sasha in the house. Okay, we got you. Anyway, Suwanosi Jima is there doing its thing, but not doing too much. Let's see, how close is that boat? No, that boat is actually leaving. My bad. I thought it was getting closer. But no, no luck, no boat, no ice cream. We'll have to come back later and get some. Let's see if Ta'al was working, and it should be early morning hours. No, I don't have the feed from Ta'al on the one side, but we're going to check out Madame Rutsa and see if hers is going. And well, they're doing something else. I have no idea what they're doing. It doesn't look like the volcanoes view. So that is what, I don't know. Let me get rid of that banner too. Yeah, I don't think the volcano's in the background there. I can't tell. So we'll leave that be. Let's get on to our next volcano. Looks like a bunch of people swimming and having a good time. I think the water's warm there. Yeah. Of course, this is Yellowstone, and that is our wonderful Old Faithful geyser. And Old Faithful, I'm not doing a heck of a lot right now, and I don't know if it's in between eruptions or not, but that definitely is there doing its thing. The fact that it is still off-gassing or shooting up geysers makes me happy. It tells me that everything is good there, and eventually this volcano will subside or blow up, one of the two. Actually, I think this thing is like a roller coaster. It goes up and down. I called it an old geyser. Old geyser. Old Faithful is an old geyser. It's been there for many, many years. So yeah, it's a geyser. Hey, I think the geyser is waking up and starting to throw out a little bit of material, or steamy. Yep, there she goes. And that is absolutely nice. Always pretty cool. Sasquatchy thingy. Yeah, there's a few of them around there. You'd never be able to tell from this camera angle. Yeah, the old geyser hurt me. The old geyser. So there she blows. And it did indeed. Yep, I'm sure there's some Bigfoots running around there somewhere. I'm just not sure exactly where they are. Dr. Fox and everyone, time to roll out for work. All right, Tony Flabby, please have a great day and hope to see you all tomorrow. I'll see you later. All right, take care, Tony. All the best to you, and stay safe. Have a good work day. I'll see you tomorrow on the stream. So we hope. Yeah, Piggy, I noticed that too. The buffalo, I haven't seen them for a couple of days. When they were panning around, I'm wondering if they moved on and found some greener grass somewhere or something. A little bit more grass in other areas, and it probably be good because most of that snow has melted. So a little bit more food available for them, which is a good thing. Anyway, let's boogie over. Yeah, they migrated. Let's go over and have a look and see what we've got happening over at the Azores. And here, that's of course our wonderful harbor shot. Lights across the strait there, and looking at Pico Island. That's what we've got on the screen. I can find that real quick. There we go. Switching to the other shot of the little cove here, or bay, whatever you want to call it. We do see a little bit of splashing down here, so we do have a little bit of high water as far as waves are concerned, so not so nice, but that is okay. Doesn't look too bad down here in the harbor. We don't see anything nasty. A ship is pretty still. But that is a different harbor. That's not the same one that we were looking at with the bright lights, just so you know. This one is down the coast, or sorry, east a little bit more. Anyway, here is the map for the Azores. And as we're looking here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 earthquakes in the Azores today. And they are 1.5, 2 1.5s and 2 1.7s. So that's what we're seeing. We got a 2.1 there. That's from yesterday. That's from yesterday as well. That's okay. Yeah, this map is so hard to find them on. We'll look at them on the other map. That's fine. But according to this one, 4 out here in the Azores. So if we pop over to the other map, I did look at that earlier, and let's see if we'll make that a little bit bigger. There we go. We had 2 that were out here. We have this guy back here 11 hours ago, 3.9, and that's quite a ways away from there. And of course that again is in one of those seamount areas. We zoom in a little bit more. They're showing a few more quakes here, so I'm not sure if some of those are the older quakes, but they're showing, I think, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. We'll take a look and do a quick count, and those have to be yesterday's as well, because here we've got 1, 2, 3, according to this one, 3 that are actually on St. George, and the other ones are, there's one that's a 4th one a little ways away. So again, nothing too serious. Darn it, I had that working before. I don't know why it does that. Let's do it again. There we go. All right, so there you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 up top, and 1 down a little bit deeper. That deeper one, I think, is the one that was further away. So definitely not showing what we were talking about, magma protruding or intruding from down below. That's not what's happening with these quakes. Definitely not pushing up enough to make things happen. And again, this guy is not right at St. George, so that's a little ways away. These other ones are, right? So that's kind of what we're seeing, and that doesn't help us any, but well, it helps. It lets us know that we're not going to see a volcano for a couple of days yet, for sure. At least not in the next 24 hours, I don't think. So everything pretty safe that way. Moving on, unless somebody's got any concerns here, but I will pop over here. Oh, okay, I left that on the wrong picture, and let's see if we can find that real quick. Let's go here, and there we go. Popocatépetl, that is in Mexico. We do see it off-gassing or steaming quite a bit there. A lot of smoke coming up from it. Hard to tell in this picture because of the silhouetting of the sun behind the clouds. But you can see that there is some smoke coming up from it, and part of this is smoke, the other part is clouds. That guy's buffering. I'm going to have to refresh him, and we'll see what happens. Moving on a little bit to a different volcano, not so pretty or good to look at right now, Fuego de Colima, and I don't know, I don't think there's a heck of a lot of off-gassing happening from it. This one is in Mexico as well, and it is south of Guadalajara, whereas Popocatépetl is south of Mexico City. So that they're kind of in different locations and kind of far apart. Did that fix? Let me see if we can fix it. Yeah, there's the other view. And there again, you can see a little bit of that steam or smoke coming off of it. So you know it definitely is still continuing to do what it's doing. We're hoping for some big lava flow. That's what everybody wants, right? But we'll see what happens. And moving on a little bit further south, they've apparently quit. All right, we did have a stream earlier. Let's take a look and see what he's got. And sometimes he'll stop the stream because of exactly the fact that they don't get to see anything, too much clouds. So this was a little while ago here. What is it, 20 minutes ago, something like that. We can see the top of it, of course, and I'm gonna speed it up here just to jump in 10-second increments. You can see every once in a while it's pluming out some stuff. I thought there was some bigger, there's a bigger one. We'll let that kind of shoot up there a little bit. Well, maybe it's just tiny puffs today. And yeah, it looks like it's not doing too much, but those clouds are horrendous, and they are moving in on it fast. I'm just trying to go back through time here to see if we had a clear time, and oh yeah, we did way back about 9.5 hours ago. That's actually a lot better. Let's see if we moving ahead 10 seconds at a time here, find that eruption. We've got to be close to it. We'll get right on there. Okay, that we can see. That's actually billowing up pretty nice. Nice little mushroom cloud coming up there, and it looks pretty awesome. Unfortunately, it's not coming out fast enough to create a lot of that lightning that we normally associate with the high rapid speed ejecta. Whenever we see a massive eruption, if it's moving quickly, if it's a very fast flow, we'll definitely see volcanic lightning. When it is a slower puffing like this, you're not going to see that. So kind of what we're seeing there, and that wasn't too bad. So Fuego exists. Moving on, this one we cannot see it right now, and that's Tolica. All the smoke is blowing right at it, at the camera. I looked earlier, and it was smoking pretty good. So that's probably wind direction change, and we didn't get much. This one has failed to load again, and Messiah is in the jungles, the steamy jungles of of Nicaragua. And not much we can do there. I'm going to pop it back over to Popocatépetl, and we will carry on here real quick. I do see the time. This shot apparently is a little confusing with the thermal on there, because I'm not used to it, I guess. But this is Merapi doing its thing, and it almost looks like that thermal camera is upside down. I have no idea. That looks weird. Maybe it's just clouds or something. But what? A poppet catapult? No, poppet catapult. Don't do that. That'll give them ideas. Okay, I see. There's the lava flowing down the hill. That's what it is. So the volcano's got to be hiding in here somewhere in this cloud, and we can't see it. Let's see what the other one. What does look outside? Well, okay, wow, it does look upside down. Yeah, in a way. Thanks for the 2-minute warning, Piggy. But it is right side up, and that is the lava flow, the shiny bright part. That's what's sliding down the hill, and that's pretty cool. Oh, a catapult. Sarah Miles. A catapult. Oh, not too punny. I like it. Okay, let's see if we can find this volcano, and of course that's Mr. Self-Check failed, and that's what this volcano is called, Self-Check. That is Semeru, you guys. That is a wonderful big volcano. It, of course, was in the clouds earlier as well, but it did have a little bit of an interlude of blurry ejections, and unfortunately, not my doing. I can't help it. But it did do that for a while, and of course being out of focus. And I can sympathize with these guys. Color cameras and nighttime, low light condition is always very, very difficult. And so I understand when we don't see as well as we should, right? Unless there's somebody there guarding or able to adjust the focus on the camera, it's going to be horrible, no matter what. This was much earlier, and that was about 8.5 hours ago, 8 hours ago. So kind of what we're seeing, and we'll leave it there. I'm going to throw it back over onto our wonderful Etna, and let you guys enjoy that. And I am going to get ready for a break, so we'll put that music back on. I think that's playing. Okay, somewhere. Anyway, for those good people that have not hit that like button yet, please do consider hitting that like if you are enjoying the show. It certainly does help us out. So with that, that'd be awesome if you could, and the YouTube analytics will take over from there and promote us more. That's what we want. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Turn it from red to gray, and help us out that way. That way you know when the next shows will be coming on if you hit that bell notification while you're doing it, and that'll make everything happy. And on that friendly note, I am going to go take a 5-minute break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. It's VolcanoX, a live stream, and we will have bacon seeds when I come back. Don't go away. And the microphone is on and the music is off. There we go, you guys. Welcome or welcome back, and glad to have you on board. And thank you, Piggy, and Sue, and Sarah's clapping, and Kevin, thanks. Welcome, Leo Carlson. I'm glad to have you on board just in time for bacon seeds. And good morning to you, Leo. And thanks, Mars 2028, as well as Sharon Stewart. Boy, I'm hearing noises outside. Oh, cars driving through the rain. I got the window open, so it's not that bad outside temperature-wise, but definitely still doing the rain thing. I'm not liking it. Hope it stops soon. We need it to stop. I don't want to be a flood. Anyway, we did promise bacon seeds, so that's what we're going to do. Hey, Karen came in too, just in time for bacon seeds, so glad to have you on board. Let's get over there and see what we've got for our lovely seeds today. And look at these three wonderful little piggies. Hey, wait, there's something wrong with that picture. We have an imposter amongst the three. That's not the three little piggies. And that's not the big bad wolf either. So it almost looks like they pushed that poor rabbit in there and he's going like, I don't want to be here. But that is a pretty nice looking picture. I gotta love it. And thank you for that one. Next one is this little wet guy. He's all washed up. How come I got another one open here underneath it? I get rid of that. There we go. And yep, he looks all washed up for some reason. He looks like he's had his fun in the water. Definitely a water pig, special kind. I guess, you know, if they like being in the mud, I guess they also like being on the beach. That guy looks like he's really happy. Like being here, he says. This is nice. Always on vacation. And pretty cool. Yeah, silly rabbit. Bacon seeds are for Dr. Fox. Yeah. So beautiful. And let's see, next bacon seed. And they like to wallow in the mud as well as the sand. So sand wallowing is allowed, by the way, especially at the ocean. And that's a wonderful looking little bacon seed. He looks like he's enjoying himself in the sun and getting a nice tan, I see, on the backside there. A little spotty, but that's okay. It'll blend eventually. Next bacon seed is, of course, this one. Yum yum in the greens. Chomping some greens. And this is a Dalmatian special kind of pig. Definitely worthy. That one's got a little bit of a belly on him. I can't be too old, but good to see it's already munching, and pretty awesome. And we've got one more bacon seed to go, you guys, and that is this little fella here. And I think after a hard long day of at the beach and sun tanning, and look how brown he got, almost black, and then it's time for a really, really good nap, isn't it? At least that's what I would think. So that is pretty awesome. That's it for our wonderful bacon seeds today. Thank you, Peggy, very kindly for sending those in as usual, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you, and awesome stuff. All right, let's see where we can take you now. We've been looking at all kinds of things here. I wanted to have a quick look at not Semeru, but it happens to be in that same thing there. So give me a second here. Semeru, no, that's not the one. It's hiding on the other side here, behind this one. Different scenes got different things set up, and wanted to take you over there. Oop, I gotta fix that picture. Poof, there we go. And of course, this is Mount Ruapehu. And sorry, not able to see the mountain today. That storm they had coming in there, of course, that's what it's done. It's caused visibility to go down. As Amelia said earlier, she wasn't feeling too comfy, had to go kind of batten down the hatches and make sure the animals were okay and all that stuff before power went out because of the lightning. But that's kind of what they were seeing there, and that was what that area is like right now. Unfortunately, stormy. Let's pop over to Hawaii and we'll see what that looks like. Stormageddon. Yeah, sorta. Would be what? I missed what Kevin said. That's okay. Yeah, let's go to Hawaii. Hawaii is always a nice place. And looking at Hawaii, a wonderful, and still looks like a bird, kind of, sort of, doesn't it? Like a hummingbird. Beak is getting a little bigger, and some breaks in it here. I don't know. We need better wings. Okay, come on, lava gods, put better wings on this bird. Oh, yeah, definitely need it. And more tail feathers. We need more tail feathers, and that'll be all right. A penguin? Maybe. It could be a penguin. I don't know. Penguin beaks that long? I really don't. I think they're a little bit shorter. If that's the case, then we can shorten it. That'd be easier. Let's. Anyway, that was from 1:41 a.m. Today. Let's get. That is their time. Whoa! I was going to say we're going to get a current image, but no, I don't think so. That's a current cloud image of clouds. Anyway, here's something interesting. Of course, there's our lava lake and our penguin slash hummingbird, whatever. Primary event is, of course, right in here, and the lava flow comes in on the bottom end. But we see this area here. This is actually very interesting to see that it is lighting up. And I'm wondering if we're going to see a movement of where that primary vent is coming up in the future. It may be over here, and this may end up kind of dying out and withering away. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see if it changes a little bit here, because we know that that big vent, that hole is way down on the bottom here, and eventually it will move as it wears itself out a little bit. From side to side and back and forth as well. So it's going to be kind of neat to see what the future will hold. And let's see if we have a picture of that. And there's the problem with that, all that smoke. You can see it right there, your primary vent in that area, the lake, and the tow area. And of course, out front here, you can't see anything. That's where that other camera is looking in through that view, and just unable to see beyond the smoke. There's another view, again, 1:37 a.m. is what this was, and you can see that stuff at the back, as well as the primary area up front here where our little lava lake is. But also, we're still seeing hot spots right here. And this is just beyond what we call Pig Island, which should be sitting right about there. And that is nice to see. It's hot. That's probably one of the reasons it's smoking so much from that area. Let's go to the daytime picture. There we go. And there you can see that smoke. It's definitely in there doing its thing. And at least the lava lake is pretty full here. So we haven't had the pumper trucks there for a couple of days, so we're pretty good. But anyway, all new fresh lava on this side. That is pretty awesome to see. And then again in the back here, very smoky, so you can't tell what's going on. but the primary vent is underneath here and flowing, and that would be your entry point right there into the lava lake from a lava tube, of course, feeding it. And it goes in here, and then along this ridge and in through the toe here is where most of it disappears into the abyss of who knows where. And Sarah, yeah, we don't mention the truck. People don't like that, apparently. Especially since we built that extra road, we had to hide that from the satellite shots and all that. It's got camouflage over it. I hope that Two Pineapples doesn't see that. Anyway, there it is. There's our wonderful lava lake, and here's where our primary vent is underneath here, and that was flowing this way as well as in here. But it does also look like it had a flow in this direction. So I'm not sure where that is coming up. We do see some coming out in the back here, but we don't see anything coming around to feed it. And it almost looks like it's coming from this point, pouring this way. And if that is the point there, that means we've got a tube underneath here somewhere that has kind of feeding it. It's like a parasitic tube of sorts. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Anyway, that should be just about it, and that is what it looks like right now. A little larger, and now looking at it kind of makes you wonder, where's it getting that lava? Is it this the hot spot, or are we getting more stuff from elsewhere? Also looking here a little brighter, but definitely full. So the lava monsters, yeah. And we see the other hot spots, the one right behind Pig Island and out there, as well as some heating still on the sides as well. So all good. Makes you wonder what we're going to see in the future there. Really smoky though, unfortunately, and that is all right. We don't mind it being a little on the smoky side. And let's take a look, I guess, at the earthquakes for here. And let me find my earthquake map. It moved again. Where is my earthquake map? Somebody took my earthquake map. I found it. I found it. Somebody hid it. All right, let's get it on the screen. There we go. Let's find Hawaii. And there's Hawaii. It's got a little red dot on it saying Hawaii here. And anyway, the Hawaiian island chain, of course, this is a hot spot that is on the planet, and the crust is moving over top of it, and the crust is moving off in this direction. And you know, every time it builds a new island, give it a few million years, it'll move over. A couple, I'd say 5 million years, we'll have another island here, or we'll have a really long one. That would be the other possibility, that it can extend it. I'd love to come back in 5 million years and have a look at it, but I don't think they're going to allow that. They're going to recall me before then. Anyway, let's zoom in and quick peek at the whole area. We do have a couple quakes out here real quick. The 3.5, a little bit bigger than normal, and 6:03 a.m., 37 kilometers down. Updating right now, right in front of where I needed to click. There we go. 3.2 on that one. 6:03 a.m. as well. That one's only 13 kilometers down, so a lot different as far as depth. That's okay. We don't mind those. Looking a little bit more at the Pahala area, and also this guy out here from today, 1507. And that is a 1.9. Again, I'm not going to mention all the depths on these. These are all pretty much around the 30 to 35 kilometer mark down. So 1.4 at 1:09 a.m. This guy here, 1429 or 230 roughly for that 2.0. This guy here, 1.5 at yesterday at 2254. This guy is at 1622 is when it happened, 1.9. This would be a little bigger, 2.0. There we go, 4:01 a.m. And then we've got this guy, 1.9. 1717 was the time on that, or 5:17 p.m. This guy here, 2.3, and that was at 0205. And let's see, this guy here, 1.8 at 10:52 a.m. So that's what we've got directly on Pahala. And moving over a little bit more here, 1.4, this guy at 1:36 a.m. and not that big. This guy 2.1 at 2:18. This guy here is 2.0, and that happened at 14:59 or just about 3 p.m. 2.3 from 5:52 a.m. And then we have, what's this other guy underneath here, 2.0, 5:50 a.m. as well. So that is it for the Pahala area and a little bit offshore. If we zoom back out a little bit, I just want to catch, looking over here, Mauna Kea still has those old ones showing. Mauna Loa has a couple of newer ones showing up on the hill here. We have a 1.9 happened today at 12:08. Do we get to see the pics I sent? You bet. After the break, I will. I promise, Lisa. I promise. I've got to line them up, but they're saved and they're just about ready to go. I was going to load them up in a what do they call it? The slideshow. But it's that is actually kind of hard to get the timing. It goes way too fast, and I'm going to load them up individually. That way we can look at them a little bit easier. Anyway, that 1.9, 12:08 was the time on it, and that's at 0.4, minus 0.4. So 0.4 being 400 meters above sea level is what that guy is. This 2.5 is 700 meters above sea level, well within the mountain, and that is getting a little bit closer to the actual caldera. Still another kilometer and some to go, though, to get all the way up there, because this is a very, very tall volcano. So we'll leave that be. Zooming in a little bit more close to Kilauea. We do see this guy here, just a quick check from yesterday, 2259 was the time, 2.4 kilometers down, 1.7 in magnitude. Now we do see this other one here, that's over in the observation area, and 2 pineapples may have dropped something there accidentally. So let's ignore that earthquake, and we will be okay. That happened at 1732, 1.8 kilometers below sea level, and that's quite a ways down. 3 M8N warning. Okay, okay, I can't pronounce that. Maiden, 3 Maiden warning. Thank you, Piggy. I got it, and all cool. So that's what we're seeing there anyway. And of course, that is the caldera, looking at it from their satellite shot, which is a little bit aged now. It's not the freshest, but I'm sure they'll update things pretty soon. Anyway, that's it for Hawaii. Just zooming out a little bit. Wanting to see if we have anything major showing up here. That is a red. No big red dots, but we do have some big earthquakes. Down here, 6.9. And that is McIntyre Island. That is south of our wonderful New Zealand, and that is huge. Tsunami warning, no tsunami for that guy. Okay, so definitely not a tsunami to worry about, but just to kind of give you an idea how that is working. Oh, there's another one right underneath it as well. That is a 5.5 McIntyre Island region as well. And I'm not sure exactly where is that McIntyre Island. I've never been there. No idea. That looks long. And anyway, that's a subduction area. Of course, you can see the fault right there according to this map. So that is interesting to see that. We do see here this quake, 5.8. Now this is an area that makes new ground. That's basically one of the Pacific ridges that creates new ground. We've got the plates moving apart there, so the lava fills it in and keeps on pushing, and that is pretty cool. Pop it, somebody. What? Penis, pop it. Okay, I gotta got time to get off of here. All right, you good people. Before the cat gets me, make sure you hit that like button. That's important. Otherwise, the Poppet is going to claw me to death. And since Piggy has released the Kraken, hey, why am I buffering? Hang on. Let's. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen too. How's that work? That will be better. Okay, that one's working. All right. Give me a second here. I'm gonna put you somewhere else for a minute and get that working while I do my spiel. For those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting it. That would really be awesome, and we would appreciate that. And also, if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing, and that would be good as well. And don't forget about hitting the oh, why is it buffering again? Darn it. Okay, I don't know why it's buffering, and the other views are probably really horrible right now. Let's see what that one looks like. That's buffering too. No, that's not a very good view. And oh, they got that one going again. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. Okay, before it changes, put the music back on, and I will go take that break. Don't go away, you guys. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away. right, I've got that microphone on. We're gonna talk right over that music. And welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you on board. And we'll shut that music off. There we go. Glad to have everyone here still. And indeed, beautiful views from Mount Etna tonight. Of course, still going strong, if not getting stronger. So that is pretty cool. No, Vangelis has passed. What? Vangelis has passed? Oh no. That's not good. That's terrible. That's like John and Vangelis. Yeah, that's terrible. All right. Anyway, welcome everyone. And DJ, remember we had that talk about those things. Who is Vangelis? John and Vangelis did a lot of songs. Boy, I'm just trying to think. I just remember back in the early 90s, there was quite a few of them. Pretty neat stuff. So I liked some of that. Unfortunately, I can't play it on here. Otherwise, we get copyright strikes real quick. So it's all right. It's good music, though. If you like music, it is worth a while. All right. Okay. It just cost me $100 to fill my gas tank. Oh my God. I hope that it wasn't too bad. Anyway, I did pop over there for a second. I've got to pop back over there. This sunset looks a little too nice to just leave. And this is, of course, Popocatépetl. And look at the color of that sky. That is absolutely beautiful, color-wise. I like it, and I just thought I'd show and share that with you guys. Hey, good morning, Ivan Kunkel. Guten Morgen, and glad to have you on board. I hope you got some sleep. And that is a beautiful sunset there, and Yvonne's sun is going to come up in an hour or two. And then things will look pretty good. A fire in the sky. Yep. And that is definitely looking pretty nice. So again, that is Popocatépetl at sunset. 1942 is the time there for them. And that is a beautiful sight for sure. Now, I did promise Lisa I would show her bunny pictures, so I am going to do that now. And, of course, you may recognize this bunny from before. He just got bigger. And that is an absolutely nice-looking white fluffy bunny. I think he's become very domesticated. And we do like that. That is pretty awesome. Next shot of that nice little bunny, and there it is, sneaking around trying to get his carrot or wherever it is, and definitely looks like he's got no problem being domesticated. I think kind of got used to humans, eh? So there's another wonderful shot of him eating his munchies. And then we have this other shot of him just sitting there being cute. And then we've got two more shots to go here. And of course, here's another one. Wait, hang on, there's something wrong. The ears have changed. Yep, definitely. Let me just double check. Yep. Ears have changed and the eye color has changed. What's wrong with this bunny? There's something going on here. All right, it's a kitten seed. Yeah. Yeah, the kitty photobombed the bunny shoot, and that's it. and then got real tired and just went to sleep. So that is it for that. Okay, am I just looking at something funny here, or did I not count that correct? Lisa, are you here? I hope Lisa is. I want her to explain something to me really quickly. And I don't know if you guys noticed this in this picture, but let me see if I can get... where's my whiteboard? There. Copy, remove, paste. Okay, I don't know what color I got here. Okay. Oh, it didn't work. Go here. Let's do this again, I think. Copy, remove, paste. There we go. That should be on top now. No, still not. Okay, I got to get a new whiteboard. Let's get a new one. Whiteboard, widgets, whiteboard. There we go. Click, click, and we'll select yellow and a thick line. There we go. And that should work. Okay. To me, that looks like 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. That looks like 5. And that looks like 6. Okay, Lisa, does he have extra claws on his front left foot? Because that looks like an extra claw in there. Normally they got like 5. I don't know. I just noticed that, you guys. I don't know if I'm right or not, but he's a mutant. So he does have 6 paws on, or 6 claws. 6-toed cats are common. Oh, I'll have to check. You mean you didn't know that, Lisa? Take a look and count. That just looks a little odd. Check both front feet, please. And even the back ones, because usually if they've got 6 on one foot, they'll also have 6 on the other one. And I've seen it before on other cats too, but it's just, I happened to notice this on here. I was looking at it going, my God, that thing's got like big feet. And then I'm looking at the nails trying to count, and yeah, what is it? Polydactyl. Yeah, polydactyl is the thing. Is what he is. 6 claws. Polydactyl. And usually that's on both feet. If one has it, the other one would as well. And that is definitely. Anyone here haven't seen Curly? Yeah, Curly was in. He left about 2:15 last night because that rain started. He was inside the shelter, but he left. I don't know why. Poor kitty being pinned down and counted. Yep. Wow. Yeah. That'll be all right. Polydactyl. Polydactyl. Pretty awesome. Anyway, there's lots of 6-clawed cats on the island of Florida Keys. Oh, okay. So it's a common thing out there. Uber cute kitty. Yep. Let's wipe out the whiteboard and delete the other one that isn't working. Remove. And that way we're all good. All right. Let's see what other volcanoes we can spend some time at here. And actually, we might as well keep going with our earthquake stuff. We did hear that there was a whole cluster of earthquakes somewhere. I'm going to take a look at that real quick. Piggy was saying that there was some near Athens or something. I don't know if it's on this map. Let me see if I can locate it. Not on the one map, so I'm going to the other one, and we'll see if we can refresh it and find out if they're showing them on the maps here. So give me a second, and there, we'll pop you over to that map. And this, oh yeah, there's near Athens, but there's also down there. Let's make that full screen here so we can see it a little easier. And yeah, there's a 3 right there towards Athens, and Kos is here. This is where Piggy is. So I don't know if that one is. This one here happened yesterday. That's that 3.9 that she felt, and definitely is what thing it's showing. All right, I'm not seeing anything right near Athens other than these 3. There's a couple up here. So I don't know, are you seeing them somewhere else, Piggy? We had an earthquake near Melbourne yesterday. Ooh, okay. I know there was a group here. I did see this earlier, and this is, I don't know if this is an actual volcano. It looks like one, possibly, but there's a group of quakes in this area as well. So hopefully they're not going to have an Italy with more volcanoes erupting. That would cause some issues. You say there was one down in Australia, not too far. Oh yeah, right there near Melbourne. And we see that 3.4, sizable as well. That's kind of an odd place to have an earthquake, Leo. Did you feel that one, Leo? Just a curious question. I'm kind of wondering, but that is not too far away from Melbourne. So, okay, on your mobile app, the quakes show up there. Okay, Piggy. Let me see if we do a refresh on this, if it shows anything different. And sometimes this thing just, it doesn't really update as well as it could. It is showing a couple here in the Azores. Let's see, when is that? 3.9 happened at 11:13. We didn't see 3.9, 3.1 there. 7:43 yesterday. So okay, that's a little bit older already. All right, now let's see with it refreshed. And no, still not showing it, Piggy. Unfortunately, only seeing the 3 here, and then these 2 up here. And no, you didn't feel it, Leo. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. Sometimes you can feel them, sometimes you can't. At a 3, 3.1, 3.5 kind of thing. Usually fairly quiet. Interesting to see some of the earthquakes. So this is fairly big. When did that happen? That was yesterday at 6:27 a.m. for that 5.7 out there. And I think we're good for most of the other ones. I didn't know Australia had so many earthquakes. There's another one there, 3.0 Northern Territories, 10 kilometers down. And another one right there, 2.6 Northern Territories, 10 kilometers down. And that one is from 5:56 a.m. This one was 22:46 on the 19th, of course. It's the 20th there now, right? So interesting to see that stuff. And let's carry on with going over here, and we're going to go to the Canary Islands. We'll see what's happening there. And of course, we're looking at, again, we're seeing the latest one, 1.5. That was yesterday. So very little activity if that is the latest one. So we'll probably have nothing new on La Palma. And remember, yesterday was the 18th, and today is the 19th. And technically, it's already over the date line, so into the 20th. So they have gone 2 days now without an earthquake, you guys. So La Palma is quiet, seismically very, very quiet. and that'll be good for those wonderful people who want to observe stars and stuff. And around Athens and the port, be right back looking. Okay, Piggy, no worries. Is Kermit visiting Athens and jumping about because he misses his Miss Piggy? You never know. No, he's asleep. All right. This guy here, 3.1 from the 16th. We're not going to worry about that. We'll leave that alone. Those are old ones, and that's exactly it from the 17th for that guy. So nothing to speak of out there in the Canary Islands, and pretty quiet, really. And that is good. Our volcano map, and of course, I like the fact that we have an extra volcano in Iceland showing up here, the Reykjanes volcano, and we'll see what happens with that. You know, still a little bit premature to call it a volcano there, but you never know, and we'll see what happens in the near future. Zoom back out a little bit and take a look at the rest of the world real fast. Sliding over, and I should do it from this side here. Okay, Azores, and that is Sail George right there, and of course that is La Palma, Cumbre Vieja. Another quake down here, 5.5, South Sandwich Islands. Like I said, they always have quakes. Ring of Fire, still not seeing anything in between here. One of these days we're going to have a couple of volcanoes pop up, and then we'll see stuff happening. And of course, because this is a slip plate, you know, they're sliding past each other rather than subducting underneath. The only area that you're really going to see anything is about from the southern tip of the Queen Charlotte Islands here down to about the southern end of Oregon. Those are the only areas that you would possibly see subduction style volcanoes showing up. We're not going to see those up in this area here because that's just slippage. But these, of course, again, along the Aleutian Islands, because they are in a subduction zone, those are being fed by the subducting material, pushing and causing some of that magma to slide up. Anyway, that's, of course, Pavlov. This is our new one, Cleveland, and, of course, Great Sitkins and Semi. We can take a look at those photos right away of those. They're not great today, but we do have some. And as well as over here, Kamchatka Peninsula, Karimsky are still there active, and his two buddies doing their thing. Bigger quake out here 21 minutes ago, 5.6 in magnitude out near Japan. So that is happening. And of course, our lineup here in Japan, Subanosi Ajima is the one with our really bad picture all the time. And there's Sakurajima up there, very close to the more of the main body, if you will, of Japan. And then sliding down Philippines, all volcano right there, inactive or being just in a state of unrest. We do have Ibu and Dukono right there beside each other. They're both active right now. Luolotok down here doing its thing, as well as we've got Semeru, Marapi, and Krakatoa in those areas. Pardon me. There's some volcanoes in California that could erupt again. I've been to the site of the last eruption in California from 1917. I didn't realize you were that old, Mars 2028. 1917, that would make you 105. That's pretty awesome. 105 years old. So yeah, if you've seen, okay, never mind. You've been to the site. Okay, I get it. I get it. Not a worry. Lots of fun. Glad that you were there at the site, and that is pretty interesting. I like that. Okay, I'll zoom out a little bit on this map and just a real quick peek at the other ones. Heard Island volcano, of course, has been put back on the map in a state of unrest, and that is an interesting one. Unfortunately, video coverage is going to be really poor from that one, since I don't think there's a lot around it. Well, leave it alone. Mayet, not doing much. Old Doño, still producing carbonate, black carbonate. That way we can freeze, what's his name? Han Solo again. Anyway, DR Congo still going strong. Urta Ale there. And if we zoom in here, we can split up and see. There's Etna, Volcano, Stromboli, and Campi. So those are on the map. That's basically the wonderful map for our volcanoes around the world, and that is what's going on. And I think let's take a quick look at the Smithsonian and see what they're saying as far as how many there are right now. Let's see, where's our stuff here? Oh, Reagan's Island. Let's see what they're saying here. I haven't actually looked at this. Reagan's Peninsula, new. And Krakatoa is saying new. Cleveland is new. And then Awu on Sangaiha Island is new as well. So what's it say for the Reykjans? National Commissioner of Iceland Police declared a level of uncertainty for the Reykjans Peninsula on May 15th, noting that the declaration meant that responders and agencies were to review their preparedness plans in response to the recent increase in seismicity and deformation. Okay, so in other words, yeah, giving warnings, time to get off your butts and get ready for it. So that's kind of what they're looking at. And again, you can go to I'll copy this link if you want to go there and have a look. There's the link for the Smithsonian if you like it. And that is worthwhile, but that's not what I came for. I wanted to see how many active volcanoes we had. Where's our stuff? They changed the menu, darn it. Yeah. Report, maybe it's in the report. Let's see. 16 reported, blah, 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 blah. No, don't see it. Okay, I guess we don't see a total count. I'll have to find out where they stuck that. Looks like they hid it somewhere. Usually they have it right on the first part of the reports page. But that's okay. We'll leave that alone. You guys have the link if you want to peruse that on your own. You're more than welcome to do it. And let's get over to our weather, you guys, and we'll see how things are in the world. And let's see, I'm going to refresh that map real quick and get that going. Notice it says rain, 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 rain. It's horrible. I feel like a duck. I feel like a duck. And after the show, I got to kind of make sure the rain stopped, and then I got to go down and change the bunny food. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, but let's not worry about that. Looking at Greenland, Canada, and most of the U.S., not so bad as far as SO2 levels. A little worse down in Mexico, of course, because of Popocatépetl. And as we slide down a little bit more, it looks pretty clean, actually, right through Panama in that area. Not as much coming off of the stuff in Colombia which is probably good, and the people are able to breathe a little easier. And of course, we slide down. There's other volcanoes as we go along here. This is one of them, Sabancaya. And if we throw Sabancaya on, we can see what it looked like during the day today, puffing away a little bit there. And that's not too bad. Let's see if we can stop that here somewhere. Yeah, so just looking at it, some of those, that looks actually fairly explosive, that little spot. That sky almost looks like an ocean in that shot when you're looking at it. That's kind of weird. All right. Yep. Definitely still off-gassing fairly well, and there's a fairly nice shot. So, okay, that is Sabancaya, and that, of course, is in Peru, way down. Some of that off-gassing, of course, down here, though, is industrial pollution as well. Looking at what we're seeing here in New Zealand, they are getting hit by a storm, and you see all these fast-moving lines indicating that there's stuff going on. White Isle volcano, which is off-gassing, is its plume being pushed out to the southeast there, which is okay. Getting up a little further north, this is Tonga area, and that's Tofua, making that little streak out there. And of course, Yasur, and Yasur. Let's have a look at what Yasur did all day or night. And Yasur in the clouds as well, but it is still active, as we can see, doing its thing, and that is pretty awesome. And I'll leave it there. We don't need to look at that 4 times. So pretty good. And again, if you wish to look at any of these, it's windy.com is the site and that you can get this at. And of course, they have cameras on there you can definitely look at, a lot of them around the world. So pretty cool. Anyway, looking at this, we see a little bit more plumage there. And again, this is Ibu and Dukono doing their thing. Right down here would be Luolatok and Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa, and a bunch of people, and that's what's making that SO2 there. This is mostly people SO2, and of course, right where that camera is sitting is about the location of Taal volcano. And hey, no yawning in here, Omi, and not while I'm watching. You're gonna get me tired, and I'm gonna fall asleep. Anyway, I'll try to speed it up or make noise or something. And anyway, it's 2:07 a.m. is what Trev says. Wow, that is early. Okay, normal stuff coming from Japan, nothing special. China still off-gassing, bad. And looks like Karimsky is not bad, but looks like that middle one might be pushing a little bit more of that SO2 out. That's kind of it for those guys. Down here, South Africa, you see all that heading into the ocean, and not sure I like that, but hey, it is down there. Hopefully it's not too bad. And here in the Congo, DR Congo, still quite a bit of pollution there. Same with the Middle East. Erta would be right about here, but you couldn't tell that it is throwing off anything with all that other stuff there. And looking here, of course, again, this is where Etna is, and there's that a shot of Etna. Let's just show that one real quick, and hopefully these guys won't complain too much. Actually, they can't. It's a completely different site, so hopefully they'll be okay. But that does look pretty cool from that camera view to see some of those things sprouting up. Some of the shots are nice. Other ones, again, out of focus. And again, this is the thing is you know, what do? You know, when it's dark, color just doesn't focus well, especially on a scene with lots of gas and stuff. It's really hard. Anyway, that's it there. Nothing coming from Iceland, and we're pretty good with the rest of the world. Let's pop over to our weather, and we will see what we've got. I'm going to update this. That was 3 hours ago. I need to take a quick drink here, and it is Pepsi, you know, just Pepsi, straight up. There, okay. Didn't watch it? What didn't you watch? 3 a.m. over here. It's 3 a.m. Yvonne, what are you doing out of bed? Oh, I guess you got to go to work or something. Anyway, looking at our weather map, we'll start out with North America real quick here. I'll look at the heat. And my God, it is warmer in Alaska than it is in Edmonton. I'm jealous. Extremely jealous. All right, there we go. Looking at what we're seeing in Canada, we don't have that warm air blowing up like what we had the other day. I want that back. I really like that. Or even send this down here. I'm okay with that too. That is plenty warm. 19 degrees, 17 degrees. That is better than 8 degrees. Anyway, my complaints. Cold here. All right. Looking, we've got a pretty nasty circulation still over top of Hudson's Bay. And of course, looking at the United States, southern half pretty much cooking and quite warm. I'm not in bed, not out of it. What? I'm in bed, not out of it, and nope, I'm going to work at 1 p.m. Oh, in other words, you're going to go back to sleep right away. All right, now we gotcha. And have a good nap for me, too, yeah, if you do sleep. All right, quite warm in here, and those poor people in Texas and those states are right associated with that area are pretty bad. And you know, the worst part is they had, and I believe this is Colorado right here, they had 2 feet of snow the other day. What was it, yesterday or day before? And Denver. And incredible. And you look at what the temperatures are now, 28, 29 degrees Celsius. That is just nuts. Okay. But anyway, that's North America. We see it is warm in a lot of places in the south, and of course all the way down here, Mexico, Panhandle, and all that. Beautiful weather. A little cooler in the Amazon today, and of course our cold line is starting to move up a little bit. It's not just really far down here, so. Winter is coming for the southern hemisphere, of course, sliding over to Africa, still quite warm, Middle East, very warm, as well as India. But looking at what we're seeing here, Spain has got some nice temperatures. And Yvonne, you'll be happy to know it's nice in Germany. And yeah, nice weather for nighttime, beautiful temperatures. Looking at England, we're not too bad. A little cooler there. A little warmer on the western side of Ireland, but not bad all the way around. Sliding up, we do see that circulation coming up and hitting into Iceland. So that is keeping some of that area a little bit warmer, which is really, really good. And we don't want to see that snow falling there anytime soon. Looking not bad here in Norway and Sweden. Norway, Sweden, and Finland, and that is pretty awesome. So Germany warm, even Poland did warm up quite a bit, and that is good as well. So all those areas, even Denmark should be nice and balmy as well. Sliding over a little bit more, of course, like I say, India, quite hot. Indian Ocean, 28, 29, 30 degrees, depending on where you are. And there's Bangkok, and that's where Tony's from, 28 degrees Celsius. Isn't that a surprise? 28. It's always 28 there. And, could be a little warmer. Could be a little warmer? Okay. Northern Australia, not bad temperature-wise. Southern portions getting some weird flows in here, so I'm not sure what's happening. There's Brisbane, home of Oz, and looking not too bad with their temperatures sliding down towards Melbourne. We do see this. There's some highland in here, so that's kind of why it's cooler up top there, but not that warm right now. Tasmania a little cooler as well. Wintertime months, and you see these bad circulations here, and that's kind of what's bringing that to them. Here's that New Zealand with that storm kind of hidden, over across it here, and it's converging over on the other side. Hopefully that'll leave soon and move on. Very cold there, and boy, it really cold. 3-4 degrees, 2 degrees, 1 degree. They're going to end up with snow and that kind of thing. All right, having looked at that, we're going to look at precipitation real quick, just to see what we've got. And first off, going to remark, we can see that equatorial storm is still all the way across the planet, and not a problem there. North America, real quick, seeing that horrible weather here in Alberta, yuck, and snow in some of the northwest states, yikes. Idaho, Idaho and Montana, and maybe portions of Washington, and maybe even up in the higher elevations, I'm sure they're getting some. So big storm, it's central Saskatchewan, that area. Kananaskis country, I was saying he needs water. Well, I'm sure it's going to rain now. More storms here up in, Minnesota area, that type of thing. Getting closer to Chicago. We do have this stuff out here. That'd be somewhere in Ohio. Wow. Thanks, Kevin. And that is awesome super chat. First one of the day. Kevin Haynes. Okay, Kevin Haynes. And $3 super chat. Thank you very kindly, Kevin. Do appreciate that. Awesome. And thank you very much. And of course, looking at just above New York here, and going into Maine, I guess they're getting nailed with a storm. A little bit of stuff right here as well. I didn't notice this too much, but those storms in there, I hope that dissipates. We do see down here lots of stuff happening on those islands. Central America, yeah, the whole area is kind of storming. We'll leave that be. Sliding over a little bit. Let's not worry about South America too much. We do see some stuff kind of in the Congo area there. And let's look at Iceland. With wind comes bad weather, and they're getting nailed with a bunch of rain. So snow in the Iceland areas where we've got glaciation and stuff like that, so it cools off a little bit more. But yeah, definitely a system right here blowing stuff up into there. West Isle getting a little bit windy on the sides there, and a little bit of moisture as well. I hope they're not too bad. Looking at the rest of England, it's not that bad. Yeah, we're looking at France here. Not much in Spain, one tiny little spot there. Southern Germany, definitely getting some thunderstorms. Those are going into Austria as well as into Chechnya, I guess is what they call that now. So definitely seeing some storms there moving up a little bit, and we do see this up in Sweden. That's pretty nasty. Portions of Norway as well, and going all the way over into Russia. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. And sliding over a little bit, middle, this area here, I guess we call it, what do we call this? Thailand area. Anyway, they got some storms. We see all these storms down here. Still, it's amazing how many storms they got happening in this region, and it's incredible the amount of stuff going on. The same with along the coast here. Must be just the way everything is situated, but that is pretty cool. And the one in New Zealand I was concerned with, this is what I wanted to see, what they were getting, and that definitely is right there, and I'm hoping that passes quickly for them and gets out of there, because that's kind of a nasty storm sitting there, and of course it's kind of an arc, so it's going to continue for a while yet. There's nothing pushing it, just more storm coming in afterwards. Not good. Hopefully everything will calm down, and we'll get nicer weather. All right, back to our temperatures though. Let's take a look and find our coldest spot, and that is something that I like doing, just to see how cold we get on this planet sometimes. And of course our record that we've seen on here is minus 80 degrees Celsius according to this thing. So we're not seeing that cold today. Okay, yeah, you need a new muffler there, buddy. So far I only see a minus 64 degrees Celsius. That's not very cold, is it? Minus 68, 69, there we go. We're gonna hit 70 yet? And no, minus 69 degrees. Looks like about the coldest today. So it's a balmy day, minus 69, and that's not so bad. And I mean, it's a lot warmer than minus 72 Celsius, isn't it? Like I said before, anything from about minus 35 onward, your parka that you've got on will sound like a paper bag. So I don't know about minus 69. I hope it's flexible enough. 92.2 Fahrenheit. Yeah. Minus 92.2 Fahrenheit. Just remember, buy your penguin a blanket, please. One they can wrap up in. It really would help. On that note, don't ever complain about being cold unless you're a penguin down there on that bad place. On that friendly note, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is time to wrap this up. And I'm just going to try to find a couple things here before I put it back on that other page. And let's see, where did I leave that? There we go. And wanted to make sure that is still on. And it is. And we can put you back onto our front page for now. And there we are. Etna is still going, just like an ever-ready bunny, going and going and going. And hopefully that will be pretty awesome. Kananaskis country, we were just talking about you. That rain you wanted, is that coming down right now as we speak? I hope it's not raining cats and dogs. That you are getting rain, but a nice gentle one, right? Yeah, okay, so that'll fill up all those dry areas, and it'll help the grasshoppers reproduce. So it's all good. Maybe it'll flood them out. Rain slash white stuff. Oh my God, don't you swear at me. Oh, Yvonne, you're most welcome. And thank you for being here. We really do enjoy having you on board. And we enjoy having every one of you on board. You guys are all awesome, and I do appreciate everyone that is part of our wonderful lava family here. And on that note, it is time to wrap this up. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Keep smiling, be good, stay out of lava, stay out of trouble. And on those notes, please make sure you tell your loved ones tonight that you love them, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening, or morning, or day, or afternoon. Wink, wink. Oh, and I forgot to say thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and of course Joseph Fields, if he's here. Thank you, guys. I just wanted to throw that in. I almost forgot, and also did forget to say thanks, Kevin Haynes, for that $3 super chat. That's awesome. Thank you, guys, and take care. Oink, oink.